Nature has a million stories to tell. Welcome to The Curious Creature. Let's explore. Deep in northern India, two worlds collide. On one side, majestic tigers, leopards, and elephants. On the other, families struggling to survive. Today on The Curious Creature, we're exploring the human-wildlife conflict in Dudhwa National Park and how we can solve it. Dudwa National Park in Uttar Pradesh is home to some of India's most iconic wildlife. But here's the challenge. Thousands of people live in villages surrounding the park. Every year, elephants raid crops, predators kill livestock, and when wildlife and humans clash, lives are lost. The cause? Habitat loss. For decades, forests have been shrinking, carved away by agriculture, logging, and human settlement. When animals can't find food in forests, they venture into villages. When villages expand into wildlife areas, tragedy follows. So how do we fix this? The answer involves multiple strategies working together. First, habitat protection. Expanding and restoring forests gives wildlife safe corridors and enough space to thrive. When animals have food and territory, they don't raid villages.
Second, compensation programs. When livestock are killed, compensation schemes ensure farmers don't retaliate against wildlife. Insurance and relief funds reduce economic devastation. Third, physical barriers. Electric fences, trenches, and solar-powered barriers protect villages and crops without harming animals, creating respectful boundaries between two worlds. Fourth, community engagement. Education programs teach children about wildlife. Awareness campaigns explain animal behavior. When communities understand conservation and feel included in solutions, everything changes. Fifth, monitoring and predator management. GPS tracking predicts wildlife movement, allowing early warnings. Problem animals can be relocated humanely. Veterinary care prevents dangerous situations. Sixth, economic alternatives. This might be most important. Communities benefit directly from conservation. Ecotourism turns wildlife into economic assets. Guides, handicrafts, and sustainable agriculture reduce pressure on forests. When conservation becomes profitable, poaching decreases. Finally, interagency cooperation.
Park authorities, forest departments, NGOs, governments, and local communities must work together. No single organization solves this alone. And here's the encouraging news. These strategies are working. In areas with proper conservation programs, livestock predation has decreased by up to 40%. Tiger populations are increasing. Community support for conservation is growing. Some villages have transformed into ecotourism destinations. Instead of fearing tigers, communities welcome them because wildlife brings visitors and income. Of course, challenges remain. Funding is limited, climate change adds pressure. But the path forward is clear. Expand protected areas, involve communities as partners, ensure local people benefit economically, and invest in research.
The situation in Dudhwa proves one thing. Nature and humanity don't have to be enemies. By restoring their corridors, empowering local communities, and using smarter technology, we can move from constant conflict to a future of coexistence. Because at the end of the day, when the forest thrives, the people thrive right along with it. If you found this deep dive into the heart of Dudhwa eye-opening, please hit that like button. It helps more people see the reality of these shared landscapes. And if you're passionate about wildlife and conservation, subscribe to The Curious Creature and click the bell so you don't miss our next story. What's one change you think could make the biggest difference for communities living on the edge of the wild? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.